Episode 7. Wow. I am a man called Jason. Welcome to Roses. Whole premise of the show is to give people their flowers and pay your respects to them while they're still living. A lot of times we wait to their funeral to do that, but I want to do that while people are still living. You know, that's the whole premise of hashtag celebrate life. And so this is what this is all about. Each week I tend to pick 3 groups of people, one guy, one gal, I like saying gal, it's fun, and one couple. And so, and I don't know who I'm going to pick until I hit record. That's the whole fun of it. So this week, for my guy, I'm going to pick Mr. Jeff Hall. For my gal, let's see. I'm going to pick Jessica Henderson. And for my couple, I am going to pick... I'm going to pick my pastors, Pastor Jonathan and Amy Stells. Okay, let's get into it real quick. Coach Hall, that's what I call him. I call him Coach. I remember not knowing what I wanted to do in life. And this was my transition from middle school to high school. I had a friend who was heavy into art, and I really wasn't. I was more into music, but I wanted to be in the same classes as him. So I was like, well, let me see what this art thing's all about. And he encouraged me to apply for this special art program that just opened up called the Center for the Arts. And I was like, it's a long shot. I'm not going to really get in. And luckily I got in. Like, I didn't plan on it or anything like that, but I got in the program. And our teacher, it was his first year teaching as well, was Mr. Hall. And I learned so much through him. Like, he's by far my favorite teacher that I ever had in school. And I know he's sitting there like, man, I really stunk up the joint my first couple of years of teaching. But to me, man, like, he really changed my life. Not only did he make me have a newfound love for art, but just he made me feel like I had a chance to really be something and do something in life. I know that's kind of weird, and I'm sure he's probably like, well, how? And I can't really pinpoint it, but it was in that class with the group of guys and gals that was in that class, and just him in general. I think it was the fact that he genuinely cared. Not saying that the other teachers didn't, but it just really resonated with me that, hey, I don't look at you any differently. I believe you have a shot just like anybody else in this classroom have a shot. And you can do it creatively. You can do it through art, because a lot of times people were saying, okay, you need to get a real job. You know, you can't make money off art. But look at me now. Look at me now. You know, I have a career in graphic design, which I would have never imagined had I not been in his class. Even when he got out of the program, I got out of the program with him. I was like, I'm going where he's going. But I just want to appreciate him, and even to this day we keep in contact, and I'm so happy to see how much he's grown as a teacher, grown as a husband and father. I mean, his girls, I remember when his girls was like just born, but now they're in high school and all this stuff, getting it's crazy. But here we are. So Mr. Hall, I salute you, sir, and I thank you. For the gal, Jessica. I know Jessica's like, whoa, what? This is random. But even though we are petty at times in our interactions and we go at each other and stuff like that, but over the years, I've just really admired how much you've grown, how determined you were to go to law school. I mean, it was like for a couple years, you were saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go to law school." You had no way of figuring out how you were gonna do it, or anything. But you were so determined to go to law school so you can ultimately become a judge. And just that testimony, all in itself, was amazing. And then when you finally got accepted and you went off, I was like, "This girl is serious." And then once you got in there, you worked your tail off, and now look at you, lawyer. And I mean, I really, really, like, some people say that they're going to be something, and I take it with a grain of salt. I mean, I have confidence in them, but I still take it with a grain of salt. But I really believe that she's definitely going to be a judge. I joked with her. I was like, "You gonna mess around, be the first woman president?" And I don't know where she stands on that, but I just know that whatever she wants to be, I truly believe she's gonna be it. I've watched you over the years, and I'm very proud of you. Keep up the great work. Yeah, so that's it. Salute to you. To the couple, Pastor Jonathan and Amy. Man. Just in the short amount of time, I feel like it's been, about 3 or 4 years. The impact that you guys have had on not just my life, but my family's life has just been amazing. Pastor Jonathan and we were around the same age. He's a couple of months older than me. And he was transitioning into lead pastor as I came to the church. So it was as if it was just perfect timing for us to connect. And I just love my church, first and foremost. I love the founding pastors, Pastor Steve and Pastor Sharon. Pastor Jonathan and I, we went to the same college. I didn't see him around campus or anything like that, but we went to the same college. We're around the same age. And I just really connect with him. He's very authentic. I love that he has the spiritual aspect, but he's very practical too. I remember going up for prayer for finances, and I was like, "Oh, what am I going to do?" I'm expecting him to get the oil out, lay hands on me, or just say a little nice quick prayer. And he was like, "No, wait 1 second." He went to find financial advisors in the church, the row camps. I already gave them a shout out in one episode. And he was like, "Hey, connect with them. I'm going to pray for you, but you need to connect with them because you need practical things to help you out." And my goodness, that right there, between that and another story, I'll tell another story. I remember when we first came to the church, we were first-time visitors. And it was a great experience. It was that our first visit was like, okay, this is our church. But the fact that he personally called me within that week and remembered my name, my wife's name, and my kids' names, I was just like, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. That won me over right there. And Pastor Amy, she's just as awesome. I don't know why she's a Warriors fan. We're going to pray for her about that. Yeah. I'm just kidding. But she's just as awesome. I'll never forget, my wife had an art show. Like the first year that we came back. And Pastor Amy and some other ladies from the church came through. And And I was just like, wow, that's what's up. And they're so approachable, but at the same time, I don't want to abuse that. I want to always respect them, but it's not this big hierarchy. It's not like, oh, they're untouchable. We gotta go through 11 million people. Wow. Okay, traffic. I'm talking. I'm doing my thing. Whatever. I'm not even gonna edit that. But it's not like we have to go through 11 million people to get in contact with them. They're so accessible. They're so approachable, and they're so awesome. And so, salute to the Stells. And I want you to know that I appreciate you, and I appreciate our church. Well, that's it. I'm gonna be out. I'm about to eat some lunch. It's my youngest daughter. It's her birthday today. She's 2. Whoop, 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 whoop. And that's it. So, roses.